Hey guys, this is Joshua Harmon with Harmon Real Estate Company here with Angela Chantell with Angela Chantell
Hi.
Interiors. Is that correct? Angela Chantell Interiors?
Yes, that is
awesome,
correct.
awesome. So I've been following her page for a while. She is an awesome interior designer. She does commercial, she does residential, she flips houses as well, so she does a plethora of things. So thanks for coming on, and tell me a little bit how you got into interior design.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Josh. So I actually have my degree in fashion design from the University of Arkansas.
Ooh.
So go Pig Suey. And I started out in the fashion industry, and when I was in California, I was in Southern California for a little bit. I started working in luxury apartments.
Okay.
And then I realized I kind of had like a niche for interior design.
Yeah.
Not to mention my mother, like, actually when we did this wallpaper on this salon, I hate wallpaper because growing up my mother put wallpaper on in every house, and guess who helped hang it?
Yeah.
Me.
So that's where it all started, was just helping mom out, doing small things. That's where the passion came from?
So I never knew until I fast forward 5 years ago is when I actually got into interior design, but I never realized growing up that that's what I was gonna do for a living.
Yeah.
And then I realized I was good at it. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is a good combo.
Yeah. So you started off with luxury apartments in California, and now you're back in Arkansas. We're in Raw Beauty right now off of Old Greenwood, is that correct?
Oh, Greenland, yes.
And she designed this entire place. It looks awesome. I actually used to eat over at the restaurant next door, and
Yeah.
I've seen this place before, and it looks nothing like what it looks like now. Like, how much work, how much planning, like what kind of team do you have to have in place to do something like this?
Well, actually, on this particular one, the owner wanted us to be really involved on the design.
Okay.
So a lot of it was just, me being her co-pilot. She
Yeah.
had inspirations for the place already, and then I helped her build them, find the materials, and just, take it from, a level whatever to off the charts
So
level.
basically, you take her concept and you just bring it to life. That's
Yeah,
basically what you're
yeah. So she already had a beautiful vision for the place. Like, her thing here is like selling all natural products. So we took that and then, made the salon kind of give that natural feel. And I think we definitely.
So as an interior designer, what services do you provide? Because most people think, oh, she just decorates stuff. Why do we need her to decorate? We can do it our own. We can go to Hobby Lobby and pick up a few things.
Yeah.
What service do you provide, and what value do you bring to the market?
I'm so glad you asked me that question, Josh, because I think as interior designers, what I learned in the very beginning is people don't know what I do, and they really don't know how I can help them. So how can you hire me if you don't know what you're hiring me for?
Exactly.
So I actually specialize in remodels. So my end goal is to remodel your home or your business and then help you decorate it, accessorize it with furniture.
Awesome.
And as far as the why, just the outcome of your project is just naturally gonna be 20 times better than if you did it on your own. Even I have a lot of clients that have that, they know how to decorate, they're good at it, but when it comes to your own project, you just need another person helping you, guiding you.
Another set of eyes.
Yeah, and then in a remodel, they're very, very stressful. So I try to make the process as fun and stress-free as possible.
Awesome.
So that's where, I usually get referred and stuff like that.
Yeah. So is your business mostly referral based? So you just, you're doing projects here, the next person just word of mouth at this point?
Yes, so my business is mostly referral. I also have 2 contractors that I work with, and we work together. And then honestly, Instagram, it was crazy because I got my first client the other day from Instagram.
That's crazy.
And it was insane because when I've just recently starting my social media campaign about 5 months ago. And I've just been very consistent with it and trying to do a certain, put myself out there a certain way on it. And the client immediately was like, I know I want to hire you. I love your personality. I love your style. And I love that you put everything out there on social media because it makes it so much easier for me to write you a check and hire you.
Know you, like you, and trust you.
Yeah.
That's what social media is all about. I mean, somebody can know your entire. I've had so many people walk up to me and think they know my entire life off my business Instagram feed. It's crazy. So shout out your Instagram real quick. What's your Instagram page?
So it's Angela Chantell Interiors.
Awesome. So go follow her, give her a follow if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, whatever. Check out her Instagram. It's awesome. She gives a lot of tips about just different things you can do interior design wise and some inspirational stuff too. It's pretty cool. So yeah.
Definitely.
So we were talking a little bit before we started the show about I do a lot of research with developers, big time developers. They're doing hotels, they're doing huge shopping centers, they're doing huge projects. But that also translates to the small house flipper as well. How can you help a small house flipper who's a guy probably has his plaid shirt on, his Cowboys boots, and he's going to design an entire house for a family? What kind of value can you provide to a house flipper who's going to design a new property?
Yes, definitely. So first of all, call me. No, I'm just kidding. If you're just like not wanting to hire a professional and you need that extra help. So I actually, one of the questions that we were talking about asking, and I don't know if it's the same, was tips for also homeowners.
Tips for homeowners, and then next on the house flipper or the renovator.
So I think those two could go together because it was like how to add value to the home. Where should you spend your money? And whether you're a house flipper or a homeowner, you do need to be aware of where you're going to spend your money and get the most bang for your buck. So always, the kitchen is king.
Yeah.
So if you can't afford to go in and do a full kitchen reno, which that's new cabinets, countertops, lighting, sink, faucet, everything. If you can't afford it, that's the best thing to do is do a full kitchen renovation. But if you can't, I wrote down some notes just so I remember. You can do what's called like a minor upgrade or a kitchen refresh. So on a minor upgrade, all you're going to do is change the light fixtures, change the cabinet hardware, and at least upgrade to a stone countertop, because I'm sure you know as a real estate agent, that having a stone countertop will increase the price per square foot.
Adds a lot of value. To the property. What else do you got? What other small tips you got? So we got the minor, so the light fixtures, we got the countertops. What are some quick things design wise that a homeowner can do to just completely freshen up a property? Because a lot of the properties in this area, they're 70s, 80s, in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. But just these small things, just maybe two more small things they can do to just add value to their kitchens.
So, to the kitchens or just to the home?
Just the kitchen. We'll start with the kitchen.
I mean, the kitchen, just even paint, kitchen, small things. Sorry, my brain doesn't work small because I'm always doing full remodels. But small things in your kitchen, paint the walls, do new bar stools, and new pendant lightings if you have like an island or a bar.
That's pretty neat.
Simple, clean,
I love the bar
and will
stool.
make a difference.
I love the bar stools. It just adds a lot of value in my opinion. I see a lot of people who keep their dining room tables. I'm not a huge fan of dining room tables. I think everybody likes to have that bar stool. Let's just sit together, sit beside each other rather than face to face. So
and do the correct size of bar stool.
Yeah. What are some tragic interior design things that you've seen? Just one or two tragic things that you've seen that everybody's doing right now that you're like, nah, that's just not it. It's just not what I.
Tragic. So these aren't necessarily to you, they're not tragic, but to me as an interior designer, they can be pretty tragic. But one like common interior design mistake that I see everywhere, especially for someone as tall as you. So if you're hanging the artwork for your wife, men tend to hang artwork super high because you're taller than us. So or people just do it in general. So that is probably my number one thing. If the artwork's hung too high, I walk into a room, I immediately notice it. It may feel off balance to the client, but they really don't understand why. So a fix to that of hanging artwork too high is if you're standing in the center of the artwork, it should be more at eye level. So for someone tall like you, not your eye level, super tall. The other thing is in actual remodels, and these are how when I walk into a room, I know if the person did their remodel themselves or they hired someone. So their remodel can essentially look really good, but it's the little details that make a difference in hiring a professional.
Yeah.
So backsplash. You know, a lot of times you have your backsplash that runs and there's a raw edge that shows. Sometimes it's wall to wall, but the majority there's a raw edge that shows. A lot of people don't think to bullnose that out or add a trim piece.
So what are some small things that, you know, can get somebody the most bang for their buck in a property? So whether it's they're about to sell the house, they just want to renovate it, or they're, you know, doing a rehab project. What's one small thing they can do to get the most bang for their buck?
Sure. Well, you know I have two actually.
Okay, let's do two. Let's
but
do
I'm
two.
gonna give you two.
She's giving y'all some extra details.
The first one is the bathroom. So a bathroom is very small. So you can usually update a bathroom at a lower cost, and that's, you know, one thing that can be very inviting for homeowners.
Yeah.
If you can't do like a full bathroom reno, you can do new vanities, lighting, and hardware. The second thing is in the master bedroom, at least in the master bedroom, have a custom closet. Custom closets can be very exciting for new homeowners or potential buyers.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can agree with me. If you took your wife into a custom closet, she would be like, all about it.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, is just making the home, you know, inviting for everybody.
Yeah.
So you don't want to just have some things that just are kind of geared towards men and some that are just geared towards women. You want to be inviting for everybody. So that custom closet sounds expensive though. Is that an expensive thing to add?
I don't know. Is Chanel expensive?
Yo, well, you get what you pay for. That's for sure. Because I mean, when you're dealing with these houses, I mean, we're selling $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 houses.
Yes.
You need to invest in the best. So
it can be as expensive as you want it to be. A little tip on how you could save money on your custom closet is if you just find your own cabinet maker and you already kind of know what you want and have that inspiration. You're gonna have to know what you want, but that's an affordable way to do a closet, is just get with a cabinet maker.
okay, awesome. We kind of skimmed over it, but a lot of people watching this video, they're probably gonna say, you know, she's an interior designer. That's gonna be super expensive. But like I said, when you're dealing with these assets that are anywhere from $200,000, some of these houses are over $1 million. You need to consult with the best, because the homeowners or people are gonna buy your house. They can see those details, or the buyer's agent is going to point it out.
Yes.
So hiring the best, make sure you have the best features in your property, and making sure that everything flows. Because I know for you probably see how like that does not flow at all. Do you see that a lot on like different listings?
Oh yeah, always. Or I'll see where it's super cookie cutter, there's nothing personable in the house, or I'll see where they've just like went crazy with gray and didn't add any other complementary colors. So yeah, and another thing is like, is it expensive to hire professionals? Yes, it definitely is expensive, but when it comes to remodels, more often than not, hiring a designer, hiring a professional contractor, we actually save you money. Like, I've seen so many times where people have not hired the right person and they end up spending way more money than if they would have just started out with a professional.
Exactly. And people ask me about being a real estate agent. Well, I could just put my house on Zillow myself. I don't need you. Well, that's right, you can, but the statistics show that you're gonna make more money even by paying me a commission. So she's saying the same thing. It's a value proposition. It's a value exchange. She is gonna maybe charge you some cash, and the renovation is not gonna be cheap. But she's going to add so much value to your property that you won't be able to do on your own. So
it's like Dave Ramsey says, it's like, it's a $200,000 transaction, hire a real estate agent.
Yeah.
Give them their 6% or whatever
I'm not a
it
big
is.
fan of Dave Ramsey, but hey, look,
Dave
I agree with him
Ramsey.
on that one. He's kind of radical, man. He's kind of radical.
Let me see your budget, then I'll see if you
I
can
got
do Dave Ramsey.
Yeah. So I appreciate you having us today here at Raw Beauty. How can the viewers get in contact with you other than Instagram?
Yeah, so you can reach me on Instagram at Angela Chantell Interiors, or I'm also on Facebook at Angela Chantell Interiors. I think either one of those are good. send me a DM if you have like a project that you are working on.
Yeah, so everybody's on Facebook, so don't be shy about sending the message. So she is awesome. I think that she's gonna add a lot of value to the market. I'm hoping that, you know, if anybody's working on a renovation right now as a house flipper, that you get in contact with the interior designer like herself. I mean, when you really get into development, large developments, I mean, those guys and girls aren't doing it on their own. They have a team, and she can be a part of your team and add value to your project. And if you're a homeowner, you guys need to. I've seen a lot of tragic stuff. She won't say it because she's being nice. I've seen a lot of tragic renovations. Get in contact with her and let her help you out. So I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks.
And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.